Hello and welcome to Dee Dee Blooms. This video is about my Haraella odorata orchid. I got this from Andy's Orchids, I think about 7-8 months ago. Might be only 6 months. And the culture on this little one is moist daily watering. Temperature is cold, intermediate to warm, so it's very temperature tolerant. It's from Taiwan, and the light is shaded. So I grow this in my north window in this little mini terrarium, which hangs off of my shelves. If you've seen my north growing window area, you should have seen my little terrariums hanging there. And I love these little globe terrariums, although they get a little dusty, so I apologize for the dust. Here's a little submarine view of the orchid, which is not focusing very well, but it has these venting holes, so it holds in a good amount of humidity, but it also allows a lot of airflow. And I have an oscillating fan, actually a couple oscillating fans in the front room to make sure there's really good airflow. And what I'm so excited about with this little guy is he's grown a ton of beautiful roots for me. Again, not really sure, it might be a she, but I just say he a lot of times. And you can see the little flower back there. Now, this little flower decided to face towards the window. Of course, that's where the light's coming from, so I can't blame it. It just makes it a little harder to see. But look at this gorgeous little bloom. Look at that frowny face. One of my favorites. It makes one of my friends laugh each and every time she sees a picture of it. When I first got this little orchid from Andy's, it had a flower bud, so it bloomed for me right away. So this is the second blooming within the short period of time I've had it, in less than a year. So I think I'm on the right track with it. It seems pretty happy. It's starting to put out a new little leaf there, which is kind of hard to see. Like I said, it grew a whole bunch of roots, and it has rewarded me with this gorgeous little flower. Frowny face flower. I guess that's upside down. I think, well, I can't really show you the orientation. I'm just going to make you dizzy. But that fuzzy thing is the lip. So I guess it's more of a smiley face. Is this a glass half full, glass half empty moment? I'm not sure, but I'm sorry, I see a frowny face. Anyway, hope you enjoy this little flower and this little plant. I keep the media, well, like it says, I keep it moist. When it's hanging, I can see the bottom reservoir, so I could see if it's still moist or if it's still, or if it's starting to dry. And of course, I don't let it dry all the way out, and I use a little squirt bottle, and I squirt around the media here. And a lot of times it splashes up little droplets up onto the glass, which I think helps increase the humidity. And I'm gonna say in the wintertime, it was just once a week I was putting some water in here. And now we just had a heat spike the last few days here in Southern California, San Diego County, where some areas got to 100 degrees. Well, in the house, it makes a difference. I have air conditioning, but that front room got up to 78 degrees, where it's used to being more like 70, 72 max. So these guys, my plants up there went through a heat wave. So with that, I watered during the heat wave, and I'm watering this morning too, so we're just getting out of the heat wave. So I think in the summertime, last summertime, I was at least 2 to 3 times a week. I was making sure to put a little splotches of water, and I watch the bottom of the glass, and I can usually see the water puddling way down here. And I know eventually that's going to get absorbed and dispersed, because underneath the bark is sphagnum moss. So it's got a nice soft place to grow in there, and I surrounded the sphagnum moss with bark to limit algae growth. And so far so good. The one downside, like I said, is it gets dusty. So I got to figure out, you could see some of the dustiness here. Sorry about that. I should have tried to clean it before doing this video, but I think you can see pretty well. And I am just so happy to have frowny face in my life again. Wishing you all a happy day. Turn those frowns upside down. Take care.